I do believe that there has been a hopelessness that people are tired of and they want something different. And what your part of the world is doing for us, and just to tell you personally where this came from for me, why we're sitting here, is because I watched Sheep Among Wolves. And it was the most impactful thing I did in the last year. That I sat in the comfort of my house, quarantined, and I turned on the story of the church exploding in the most dark and difficult part of the world. And I wanted that for us. And I pray that we would learn from what is happening over there. I pray we would believe God like you believe God. I pray we would have a willingness to lay down comfort and to do whatever is needed to follow Jesus. So you've been a part of seeing over 1 million people come to Christ in your life. So what do?
We plan for it. We go back to our radical roots. If you look at the word radical, it means going back to your roots. And if we want to be a radical church, we need to get back to the roots. And where do we see that? In the book of Acts. In the book of Acts, we see a house church network with a corporate expression. And that's what we need to go back to, because when hundreds and thousands of people come to Jesus, there's not enough buildings. But definitely, Jenny, there's enough houses.
Let's say that you had a child that grew up in America and wanted to stay. What would you tell them to do? How would you tell them to live practically?
I would tell them to have a lifestyle of engaging the lost, showing that you care. We go to our stores, we go to discount stores, we go to clothing stores, and we don't even engage anyone. It's like we're asleep. We're sleepwalking. We're like zombies. And then all of a sudden it comes Easter or Christmas. Okay, let's go talk to some unbeliever and bring them to church. Just bring them to church. The whole problem with the Western model is come and see. Because that's not what Jesus said. Jesus said, go and find. We don't even see a come and see model. It's all about going and finding the lost, going where they are. And so that's what I would tell my child is every day, I want you to meet at least 5 people new a day. And you say that now and you think it's so hard, but it's not. Don't you go to the supermarket? Don't you go to the gas station? Don't you go to the dry cleaners? Of course. So engage them. Go to your local coffee shop. Do you even know their names? Probably not, especially if they don't have a badge on their shirt saying what it is, because we don't engage people anymore.
Everybody listening to you right now is saying, I don't want to live under that lullaby. I want to live the life that Jesus has called me to. What does that look like for us?
I think the biggest thing the Western church has to realize is that evangelism and discipleship is not an event, but a lifestyle. We should be engaging the lost. There's so many places in the West where there's self-checkout lines, or when you go to the gas station, you put your credit card in and you don't even walk in, or even when you go to your local coffee shop, you use an app and you don't even walk in and just get your coffee and leave. Are you really a light in that moment? Are you really a city on a hill in that moment? And that's the biggest problem that we see in the West. Everyone wants to run home and watch Netflix. Why? I don't understand it. We don't even engage anyone. Another challenge I guess I could say to the Western churches, look at your contact list. What's the percentage of unbeliever to believer on it? I promise you it's 90% believer, 10% unbeliever. Is that really what Jesus wanted? Jesus hung out with sinners, but the Western church hangs out with itself. That's why it's a club. And this is why there's no community.
Tell the Western church why they shouldn't live afraid.
They shouldn't live afraid because he who's inside of you is greater than he who's in the world. This is why you need to experience Jesus, mind, body, and soul. This is why you have to hear his voice. When someone puts a gun to your head, what do you really believe in at that moment? Everything becomes real in that second, or when they come after you, or when they want to do evil things to you. How is it, Jenny, that it says in Hebrews, for the joy that was set before him, he went on the cross? How much do you believe in the resurrection? This is our faith. We believe in the resurrection, that there's death before life, but we have no problem with death because it's the gateway to life. It is the door to life.